friends, as you know, my family and I just spent an entire week at Disney. By the end of it, our feet were tired, our brains were tired, and we were ready to come home. But I thought I would show you everything that we packed every day we were at Disney. Of course, some things changed a little bit. 2 days we went to water parks, so we added towels, but otherwise, pretty much all the same things in here. So I'm gonna show you everything we packed. It's actually untouched. The only things that I have added are my camera, because I took that out, and I think that's it. But I'll show you every pocket, every nook and cranny. So let's go. Here's the bag right here. Ugh, it is not Disney themed at all. It is quite heavy. Really the only Disney things that we have on it are these 2 hats. But otherwise, it's a good bag. It holds a lot, which is nice because it's what we needed. And a lot of times we just hung it on our stroller. I'll also either take a picture of our stroller or try to find it and link it. It's so old, but when I was posting the vlogs, a few people were like, what stroller is that? It's like 5 or 6 years old. It's a double stroller. It's not one of those fancy ones that you could stand on or anything that could like stand a third person, you know? Those came out after we bought this one, but I'll try to link my stroller below. But most of the time, Alex wore this or it was on the stroller. I wore it very seldom because it's so heavy. So let's go. All right, it took me about 10 minutes to figure out how to hold the bag, how to show you without my legs awkwardly on the side. Okay, so first zipper. There's a lot of compartments in this bag. That's why I love it so much. So here's the first thing. I just have some eye drops, some face sunscreen. Something about my kids, they don't like the liquid sunscreen on their face, but the stick works. My daughter, just in case she had an asthma situation, I had her inhaler in here. So that is what was in the first pocket. Moving on to the second. Super exciting, by the way. Oh, okay. So more face sunscreen for my husband and me. My husband and I really like this sunscreen, so I packed a little thing of it. And then this, my kids loved this. It's just like an around the neck fan, and the fan is right here, so it blows up in your face when you wear it as a necklace. It was also great when Wentworth fell asleep while I was baby wearing him. I was able to like maneuver it and just blow it wherever he was laying, but it's great. Oh, still works. I don't know what kind of batteries it needs, but you can, I'll link these in my Amazon store. I'll link everything that I can. I also think they sell these at like Bed Bath & Beyond. Moving on. Okay, so instead of character autograph books, I just do index cards. Okay, we do index cards and I just attach them. This is like a really old, like from my high school days, photo album. And as the kids got their autographs, I would just throw them in here. Obviously, they don't look so nice right now, but eventually what I will do is put the autograph on one side and then their picture on this side, so we could display like their autograph with when they met the actual character. And what's great is we don't have like the magic bands. We're not that fancy yet. We don't have season passes or anything, but initially they do give you a card. Like one of the first times that you get photos of the character, they give you a card, the photographer. So I just kept it in the back of the book. So whenever we met a new character and they asked to scan something, I could just open this up and they scanned right through it. And it worked out really well. And then obviously I've got 2 older kids, so they each needed a signature. You know how that goes. And then that's garbage. Okay, moving right along to the next compartment here. This is the diaper bag. I just grabbed one of these wet bags. I got these wet bags from Target. They were $3, but of course you can use like a Ziploc bag or whatever you use to put your diapers in. I just threw a bunch of diapers in here and then some wipes. I use water wipes, and whenever I needed to change his diaper, instead of carting this entire bag, I would just pull this guy out and move along with my life. I also threw in a second wet bag. Sharks. So cute. I threw in a change of clothes and then a spare pair of panties for my 5-year-old, because you never know what's gonna happen. Prepare for the worst. She didn't have an accident, but you never know with kids. Like, they get so busy, they're playing, and then even at 5, I'm sure some kids have accidents at that age. Okay, down here, map, whatever. We don't need that anymore, I guess, for scrapbook memorabilia. I didn't use this bug spray, and I actually looked it up online, like, why And Alex mentioned this while we were at the park. He was like, why aren't there any mosquitoes here? It's crazy. We live in Florida, and our backyard, we have like a little lake, and we have mosquitoes like crazy. So I was like, I'm bringing our bug spray just in case, because I'm sure there's mosquitoes. At Disney, there was like none. We never had to use this, even at nighttime. It was crazy. I just can't believe how they control their mosquitoes. We need to have the same in our backyard, but I'm sure whatever they do is like totally expensive and like unattainable for housing. Okay, this is empty. Oh my gosh, we went through one of these a day. I went to Disney with like 100 of these cans of sunscreen. Okay, I'm sorry. If this is blurry, it's like really, it looks blurry, and I hope it's not blurry when you're watching this. This sunscreen right here is very slick and slippery. We actually, the first day we used this kind, and we sprayed it inside our hotel room, and our floor turned into like a slip and slide. It was nuts. So I don't recommend this one. I mean, it was fine once you let it set in, but after the first day, we always applied our sunscreen like while we were at the car waiting for it to cool down. This sunscreen, this is actually empty. This sunscreen worked out really well for us, and then we also used like a Target brand sunscreen, so there's that. Always bring sunscreen. The Florida sun is brutal. I've said it before, we have 2 seasons, hot and really freaking hot. Okay, and the main attraction is in here. Here is our first aid kit. And we did actually have to use this. Everyone was fine, mostly me. I got cut up. So in here I just have some Band-Aids, you know, the usual first aid stuff. I actually have Disney Band-Aids. Look how cute these are. Well, you can't really see, but you can see them through here. And then bigger Band-Aids, and then also water Band-Aids. Did you know that existed? Just some Neosporin in there. And then also, these are really cool. What else do I have in here? Oh, some more Neosporin. Okay. Okay. These are great. If you haven't heard of them before, these are called, these look so old because I've used them so many times. These are called Fever Ease Fever Wipes, and I will also link these in my store. They are awesome. I don't know what kind of magic is in here. It says Cool Care for Kids. They're all natural. I think there's essential oils in here. I can't be certain. I don't know. I guess I should read it for you. But it's all cotton, and these smell like candy cane. It says it works fast. You can use them on ages 3 and up. There's 32 wipes in here, and I've had this little packet for quite some time. But what I use these for is they're great for when your kids have fevers. Obviously, that's like what they're branded for. But what I like to do is when my kids started looking hot and sweaty, I would just pull one of these out and wipe their foreheads with it, and it cooled them down. You know what I mean? Just a little bit, enough so that they weren't gonna have like a heat stroke. Do you feel me? And then I also have these. These are called Ouch Ease. They're kind of this, it's the same brand, so it's kind of the same situation, but instead this is for like if the kids get like cuts or scrapes or anything, I could just wipe this on them just to make sure that they were all clean. It says first aid wipes, kid friendly for little scrapes, cuts, and bruises. And again, mess-free, ages 3 and up, 100% cotton, and the scent is apple. I don't know if that matters to you, but I really like those wipes. And they also have another wipe that I do have. I think they have a couple brands, but I'll try to link whatever I can below. Okay. The top of our backpack, I put our cameras at the top just so that they were easily accessible, and I wrapped it in a baby blanket. I actually use this blanket a lot because Wentworth is still nursing, and he would nurse to sleep sometimes, and while I was baby wearing him, I could just throw this over both of us, and it was fantastic. And it wasn't too hot because this is like the, oh, I don't remember the fabric, but it's like Aiden and Anise, whatever that blanket is. And it's wonderful because it's nice and lightweight, great for Florida summers. Okay, what's next? The camera. We love our Nikon. It's absolutely amazing for pictures, and it also does video. And then in here, just some sunglasses, another wet bag, and this is like an attachment for my daughter's inhaler. She needed it, which she didn't, thankfully. Okay, moving along, down here is, what is this? The towel. This is the same thing, but we only ended up using one, which was fine. I got these from Target. They're microfiber, and it cools instantly when wet. It's just one of those towels that you can wet, and if you're getting super hot, it won't drip all over you. It's not like sopping wet, but you wet it, and then you like throw it over your neck or your forehead or wherever, in your pits, who cares, and it'll cool you down. It'll just give you that cooling sensation. It doesn't feel like ice, you know what I mean, but it cools you down enough, again, so you don't have like a freaking heat stroke in the middle of Disney, because no one wants that to happen. Okay, what's next? We have some snacks that snuck to the bottom of this bag. We did always bring this backpack and then also a really big bag, a cooler bag full of snacks, because the food at Disney is crazy expensive and no one wants to spend all their money on food. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather spend it on other cool things. I also brought this little misting water bottle fan. This was fantastic, helped us cool down. One thing I didn't bring are batteries for this guy. So we didn't have the fan portion, but I actually got this at Target. I will also link whatever I find on Amazon. I planned on buying them on Amazon and it was too late by the time I realized, holy cow, our Disney vacation is like in 2 days. So I got this from Target. It was 10 bucks and it was great. It was just, you know, it's a little mister if you got hot. Again, another way to cool down in the Florida sunshine. And then in here, ooh, another great find. We didn't end up using the bubbles, but I got these from the Dollar Tree, and I kept these in a bag so that they were kind of like concealed and the kids didn't know what they were. But every night when we were at Disney and it got dark, I would give my kids some glow sticks. These are bracelets. They had necklaces, and then they also had these. And also these wands, whatever they are, we also kept some for 4th of July as well. But these are, oh, it's not gonna work. These are great. There's different, there's a button and it goes to like 7 different kind of blinking sensations, or you can just have it plain. But this was fun. It kept my son entertained while like the older kids were in line for a ride. I was like, okay, let me pull this out for you. And it kept him entertained while we had to wait. The lines for my 18-month-old was his least favorite part of, oh, there's one right here. I guess I could show you. Here we go. I'll open it for you. Here we go. Ooh. Ah. So it's just super fun for them, especially at the nighttime when Disney, when nighttime rolls around at Disney, they roll out their friggin' like light up carts, and there's all sorts of fun stuff on that. So that kept them from like, you know, wanting, it made them feel like they were included without me having to spend $20 on like Disney wand. You know what I mean? And then also, I don't know why this is in here, but we brought about 4, we brought 1 bottle each for us. These are the smaller bottles, but if you are interested, bring these, I don't really know what they're called, this type of thermos water bottle, because it keeps your water cold. Again, it is so hot in Florida. Even if you go in November, December, I am certain that you will feel some kind of heat. And this just keeps your water cold, and it's gonna be so nice when you're dripping in sweat to have some cold water without having to like go to a concession stand and specifically ask for it. You know what I mean? This keeps your water cold all day long. And that's everything that's in our Disney bag. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we gave you some good ideas, tips, tricks, what have you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you like it, thumbs up, click the bell, all the dumb stuff. Thank you guys again, and I'll hang out with you next time. Bye.